What's up guys, English Dan back with another video. So today we've got a Soundcore treat. These are the Life A2 ANC. These are the latest and greatest from Soundcore. Are they any good? You'll find out right after this. Welcome back guys, English Dan like I said. Been a while, sorry. Had a few things going on which some of you know about. Feeling pretty good now, so hopefully these will start rolling again. So yeah, Soundcore, they sent these out. We all know I love the Soundcore products. I always have, whether I buy them, whether I get them sent me. You know, you'd be surprised at how many Soundcore products I actually just buy myself. I think they're fantastic value. And straight off the bat, these are no different. Like I say, these are the Life A2 ANC. They do have hybrid noise cancelling, like the Liberty Air 2 Pro. They also had that in there, and these have the same. The Life series does seem to have app support nowadays, which is great because the value in the app from Soundcore is massive. It's major when it comes to listening to headphones or buying headphones, true wireless earbuds. The app from Soundcore is outstanding. They're always updating. In fact, when I first got these, I opened them up. There was a firmware update straight away for these earbuds. You can control everything through that app. Customized controls, equalizer settings, Soundcore sound settings. You know, if you want to choose from one of their pre-listed ones, they're just good. They have the Hear ID. The app is great, and it instantly makes your true wireless earbuds even better. Anyway, I've shown you the app before. I will show it you a little later on as well during this video, just so you can see what it is if you haven't watched one of my videos before. And if you haven't watched one of my videos before, I'd appreciate it if you hit the like button, and I'd love it if you subscribe. Trying to hit 6,000. We're at like 5,903. Hoping by the end of the year we can be at like 7,000. It'd be nice if we can finish out this year on 7,000 subs. But hey, anyway, I'll shut up. Let's talk about the product. So what are these? These are, like I said, the Life A2 noise cancelling. They have hybrid noise cancellation, which works through the app, and you get like different modes, transport, house, things like that, and they all work differently, but they all work really well. These have 11mm drivers, so they do push that Soundcore signature bass, that deep rumbly bass. They do sound good when they come onto that, but I'll come on to that a little bit more when I talk about the sound shortly. They do come in a case that looks a lot like the Liberty 2 Pro, but it is a flip-top case. It's not a glossy case, it's a matte case. I love the way Soundcore do that. They basically get rid of the fingerprints and the smudges because, all right, I know you don't have the case out in public a lot and things like that, but just from a personal point of view, I hate looking at items of mine and them being smeared and smudgy and have greasy burger prints all over them. I mean, look at me. You know I eat greasy food, so what can I tell you? I don't like paw prints all over my stuff. Anyway, yeah, so it's a matte finish. In fact, let me grab that case and I'll show you quickly. All right, I'm back with the case. I should have had it to begin with, but hey, I've not done this for a little while, kind of rusty. But here's the case. Like I said, looks very much like the Liberty 2 Pro case. Yeah, it does. Like I say, it's a matte color. It has a flip-top lid, so the lid flips up. There's your earbuds inside there. Really nice, secure, snug fit. The lid isn't loose or wobbly. Does have USB-C charging. Hoorah! I love the way Soundcore do that on all their products now. It's USB-C charging. I don't believe they have a product out that uses the old micro USB from like 12 BC. Yeah, I don't know. Unlike another company called Bose, where I've got a review coming on a speaker that came out a couple of weeks ago. It's $200 and it has micro USB for charging. Why would you do that? Soundcore showing the way. Just the way it is. Let me tell you, Soundcore is showing the way over that Bose speaker in a lot of ways, but we'll get onto that in another video. So yeah, USB-C charging, nice, comfortable, pill shape, flip top lid, doesn't get fingerprints, holds up really well. I've been carrying these around with me now for a little while. Really impressed. Battery life on these things are rather good too. It's around 7 hours. I was getting 6.5, 6 3/4. And with the actual case, you get 35 hours in total. So again, typical Soundcore. They're just like top of the pops when it comes to things like this. Really good battery performance. Now, when you're listening with the ANC on, you are going to find that that does drain the battery a little quicker to around 5 hours, 20 minutes. And obviously with the case, it's going to come down to about 30-ish hours, 28, 30 hours, but still pretty decent for a pair of active noise cancelling earbuds or hybrid noise cancelling earbuds. So, yeah. You can work out in these no problem. They have IPX5 rating, so they're going to be good for sweating or anything like that. Or if you're out in not in a torrential downpour by any means, but if you're out and it's slightly, just spitting, as we say in England, oh, it's spitting outside, light rain, things like that, you're going to be fine. No problem with these. You don't have to worry about that. These also have the usual Soundcore quick charge. So if these are dead flat when you get them and you want to use them for the gym, just let me push my glasses up. They're slipping down my face. New glasses, I hate them. $400. They're worse than my last pair that cost $90 or whatever it was, $120. It was something stupid. Anyway, I'm rambling. So yes, if you want to go to the gym with these, or you want to go... Sorry, I'm throwing them around now too. If you want to go to the gym with these or go somewhere else with these or whatever and they're dead flat, hey, plug them in for 10 minutes. 10 minutes is going to get you an hour and a half, 90 minutes worth of charge, so pretty good. These things also have 6 microphones. 6. Not 1, not 2, not 4, 6 microphones. And when it comes to calls on these things, I'll get this part out of the way now. They are pretty good. They pick up voices rather well, and people say they can hear me really clear. They do block out a lot of the background noise. They have a thing called uplink noise reduction. It seems to work because everyone says they can't hear a lot, and I work in a building where there's quite a lot of noise going on, machinery and things like that, and it does do a good job of cutting that out. So pretty good with the 6 mics. So let's talk about the earbuds themselves, shall we? Let's get them out of here and we can show you. Like I say, I have been wearing these. Oh, the case does have a lights on the front, so when you flip the lids open, boom, you're going to get the lights here letting you know how much charge is left isn't in this case. I love the cases from Soundcore. They really, something so minute, but something they really do seem to think about because they're very easily pocketable. They don't get in the way. They don't feel like you've got something huge in your pocket.
That's what she said.
Get your mind out of the gutter. I know what you were thinking. That's what she says. No. So, yeah. So these are a bit of a different shape than what you would normally get from Soundcore when you get the Liberty 2 Pro or the Liberty Air 2 Pro. I get so confused with all these 2s and Pros. But yeah, these do protrude from your ears more. A bit more like the Liberty 2 Pro. They're that kind of style where they do stick out. They're actually very similar when you think about it. When you look, they do look like a refined version of them in a way. But they also have the wingtips on here, and they do have the branding on the actual outside. It is a touch control on there as well. But anyway, I'll show you what they're like once they go in your ears. I have music playing. I have no idea what music that is. I think it's The Lion King because I had to listen to it on the car on the way home with the child. Yes. Anyway, so as you can see, they do stick out a little bit, but they are made to be that way. They do have an 11mm driver, and they do have space in there so they can push that bass into your ears. I don't find them uncomfortable whatsoever. I think they're made really well. They're not a cheap plastic, so when you get some of these lower cost earbuds, you find that they're made out of plastic that you would probably find in a Kinder Egg toy. It's not like that whatsoever. Very, very well built. They don't creak, they don't crack, they don't split or anything like that. They're very, very solid. Very, very comfortable, especially when you get the right tips. And I say this on every wireless earbud review that I do. Tips are super important to your sound quality. Just very, very important. Make sure you find the right set. You might have to wear 2 different sizes. That's what I do. I have to wear a large and a medium. That way I get a perfect seal in my ears. And that way you're going to get the best sound quality and especially the best low end. But these also have the fins in there as well. So if you are working out, well, they're going to stay in your ears. You've not got to worry about them falling out. So yeah, aesthetically, I think they're absolutely fine. I think they look perfectly okay. There's nothing weird about them. They just look good. I like them a lot. So the thing you're here for, I hate these glasses. I really do. The thing you want to know about these things is how good do they sound? Well, let me tell you. It's like a repetitive story every time I do a Soundcore video. But they sound great. They just do. They sound really, really good. The bass is in there. It's a real nice, deep, typical Soundcore, low, smooth bass. But they're also versatile enough that you don't have the bass drowning out your mids or taking anything away from your highs, so your vocals still come through really well. The mids, the instruments and things like that do come through pretty well, and they have some pretty good sound separation as well. They're not just like everything all in one. It does, you can hear different things through them. They do get loud. I like how loud they get. I do like to listen to my music on full blast. I know everyone's going to say you shouldn't do that. Damage is already done, bro. Can't help it. I have to have them on because one of my ears just doesn't hear as well as it should. My wife thinks it's man hearing. Probably is. I'm just probably used to it and got used to blaming it on something else. But no, don't tell her that. Don't tell her I said that. So yeah, when I am listening to music, different types of music, some Motown, things like that, things come through great. Everything comes through nice and clear. Nothing's too overpowering, but if I want to push the bass and things like that, I can do that. It's not an issue. Again, if I listen to like my EDM and just regular old pop music, 80s, things like that, everything sounds good. And that's what is great about the Soundcore earbuds. No matter which ones you get, they always seem to be so versatile, and they always sound good. Some of them sound absolutely great, and these border on that. I mean, they don't sound quite as good as the Liberty Air 2 Pro or the Liberty Air Pro 2. Liberty Air 2 Pro. I'll get it right one of these days. But they're not far off, especially when you consider the price on these things. These are $79.99 right now. I'll put a link down below for you. But at $80, these things are really good. I don't think there's anything else out there in that price range or less that's really going to beat these for overall battery, sound, build quality. It's just a really, really good package. Now, you do have the earbuds, and I have got a review coming up from them, and I'm probably going to pit them against each other going forwards. So I'm not going to get too much into which ones I think sound good, but the Soundcore are very, very, very good when it comes to the audio. So when it comes to the app, let's see if we can get that to focus for you. There you go. As you can see, you've got your ambient sound modes. So you can select one of those, and that will do different forms of active noise cancelling. And it works really, really well. You can tell the difference when you're wearing them. Most definitely. You'll struggle to hear your voice when you do the highest version. But yeah, you start off with normal. Normal is just your average. Then you've got your transparency mode. So transparency mode lets the sound in, does a really good job at that as well. Sometimes when I'm at work, I listen to that because people might be taking calls, and it might be for me, and they'll come and ask for me, and I can hear them over my music. So transparency mode, really good. But then you hit the noise cancellation button, and there you'll see your three. You have transport, indoor, and outdoor, and each one does sound different. Transport is the heaviest of the ANC, but again, it's not like one of those weird ANCs that puts pressure in your ears and gives you a headache. I have no problem with that. I think that ANC works really good on this. As you can see as well, when you back out from the menu, let's get that focused in for you. There's the earbuds, tells you how much battery life is in there. And then here's your settings for your equalizer. If there is a firmware update, you'll have up here in the settings, they'll have a red dot. I think there might even be one there right now. I've not actually checked to see if there's another firmware update yet. I'll have a look at that shortly. But yeah, you get your equalizer, and then if you press on the controls button, this is where you can customize your controls for your earbuds, so you don't have to be stuck with what Soundcore give you. You can do what you want with them, and that's another thing I like about Soundcore, that they don't restrict you to how, they don't give you a preset equalizer. You'll listen to the music how we tell you to listen to it. Now, they give you a full-on equalizer and presets, but they also give you options on the controls, which is fantastic. Big thing for me, that. Like I say, the app on Soundcore products is value on its own. Just to go into the equalizer settings, you'll see here at the top, when it wants to go in, You see you got the two options. So default, I've got it on Soundcore Signature right now because I really do quite like that one. But they also have the custom one at the bottom. If you press custom at the bottom, it'll give you your custom EQ. As you can see, I like a lot of low end, just the way it is. What I do find, and I find this with most Soundcore earbuds, is the high end can be a little too high for me. My ears are a little bit sensitive for the high end, so I do dial it down a little bit. But other than that, like I say, that isn't an issue because you've got the option to dial it down, and that's whether you're on an iPhone or Android. I use Android phones most of the time, but also on iPhone you get the same equalizer, so you're not missing out. You know, you have control of your music. I do know on iOS you have to go into the settings for the equalizer, and it's not really an equalizer, it's presets, and they tell you how to listen to your music. Well, not with the Soundcore app. You override that. You can do that on your iPhone too. And just to show you, when you're in the default, whereas mine was the Soundcore signature style, you do have all these styles to choose from too. There's a hell of a lot to pick. You really can't go wrong. You are going to find a way you like to listen to your music when you're using the app. It's just a really good setup. Another thing you can do with these in the settings, and that's when you go into the cog on the top right, you can get these to turn off on their own. So auto off after set to 30 minutes right now. You can also get a touch tone on there. Also has your quick start guides and your manuals, so if you do lose your box or the paperwork in there and you need to know something, it's in the app, so you don't have to fret or worry. It's there. So overall, what do I think of the Life A2 ANC? I absolutely love them. Again, it's the same thing. I say it all the time. Soundcore hit it out of the park, and they always do. And these are no different. At $80, you're going to really struggle. In fact, you can, if you know of any earbuds under $80 after using these that are better than these, let me know and I will get them. And I will pit them against these in a review video, and I'll give you my opinions on them. I think these are outstanding. I think they're very, very comfortable to wear. Don't get any ear fatigue. They're very, very secure. They have an IPX5 rating, so you've not got to worry about if you're at the gym or in a slight shower, I should say, light rain. It's not going to be an issue. Obviously, don't go swimming. Don't go out in a torrential downpour. That's not what they're for. But, stupid glasses. But when it comes to everything else, they're great. Build quality is good. Plastics are made real well. The case is very pocketable, even though it's a pill shape. It's a flip top lid, USB-C for charging. It's got fast charge. The list just goes on, and they do sound really well. Versatile, will listen to any type of music, and they will give you a good performance. So yeah, highly recommend them. Links down there below if you want to buy them. If not, hey, whatever. But I'm just here to tell you, you're going to love these. I love them. Pretty sure you will. All right, guys. Catch you in the next one. Laters.